parking lot will be moved
Further
for
south.
25th, yes, on the south. That way, it can also, the parking lot can be monitored at night. This way, down in the far end, it cannot be seen from 25th Street.
Okay.
So that, we're now, once we get different people together, Bill Smeltzer's on the board, Bob Hoffman of the barn.
Yeah, who's
And
all on the board again?
on the board, the barn committee or the board of trustees?
Oh,
The barn committee was Ed Daniels as chairman. Then Carol, Chris, myself, Bill Smeltzer, Bob Hoffman. Ed Greenwald has been coming to the meetings to put his input in because of his expertise with this type of thing. Jim Shucker and Dave Weigart. That's where we are now. And then once we get a ballpark figure of what it's going to cost, or and we all know what that is, it can go from here to there. Then we want to get a fundraising letter out to the communities of Lebanon County. Hopefully they get it as excited as we are, because we feel the history of the tunnel and of the canal really what made the development of the Lebanon County Valley a great contributor to the prosperity of it.
Joel, still had a question on the
Who's
Historic
on the
Society
board?
board, but before you go to that, is the barn site on county property?
No.
Sorry.
No.
Or Historical Society?
Historical
Okay,
Society
good.
property.
so you're going to get stonework from the Cleona barn that's being ripped down?
We have the stones are already out at the
Canal.
canal.
And you have Amish who are going to look at the logs.
They have looked at the logs.
And are they going to help recreate the
We
barn,
hope
like a barn raising?
It's going to be, and we hope to have an old-fashioned, when we get to that
Barn
point, an
raising.
old-fashioned barn raising with all the Lebanon County, everyone invited.
And that will be in 2014 or
We-
2015?
Yeah, we hope to get started with certain, the Amishmen will be more involved with the logs, which are numbered and marked. We will have to replace some of the logs.
A lot of people are interested, so I'm filming this. I hope that's all right.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
having a downstairs meeting room, and about how big will that be?
We haven't gotten to that yet. I went over to Governor Dick's, and they have a nice size here. We will also have bathrooms, which the lady volunteers are thrilled about, that they don't have to go to Boscov's to go to the bathroom. We will
And
have-
Boscov's, they're rather happy about it.
Yeah, particularly if we're out in the mud or something, so.
And if I may just contribute, I mean, the barn being out there has a real practical reason as well. You know, the park has all these things going on in the, you know, during the season, in the spring and summer and fall, but in the wintertime, you know, there's not even like an indoor space that you can, you know, so the park essentially, the activities, there's no activities out there in the wintertime. Now,
Oh, there are. Ice skating, ice hockey.
I
yeah.
shouldn't say that, but you know what I mean, where, you know, it's outdoors. And another thing is that currently, as you understand, at the society, we have from September through March, special speakers that come once a month to give presentations. Now, the way that the society is now, because of given the age of the building, it's not handicap accessible. So it is not available, the programs that we have in the speakers, it's not available for everyone to enjoy. Now, once we have this barn, this indoor space out at the Canal Park, you know, it will be up to code, and there will be handicap accessible entrances, so we can possibly move some of our programs out there, and parking wouldn't be an issue as well. So this is a very important project to the society.
Okay. And then you're doing an introductory film. Do you have somebody selected to put that together?
Yes, you.
You're doing it, right?
You didn't know
Producer
that.
and director.
Yes, Joe Ellen, let's volunteer to do any.
Editing is special as well.
I didn't see that coming, I'm sorry, I was naive to that. But seriously, I mean, is somebody putting that together? Have you selected somebody? Are they working on it now, or is this in
We
the
have-
future?
We have asked the Kreider brothers.
The
if they
Kreider
would-
brothers,
if they
okay,
would-
well, then
they
it'll be
did-
well done.
Yes.
Yes.
And we wanted in costumes.
Okay, wonderful.
So,
And the artifacts that you are talking about for the farming display, as was suggested, the expo
Mhm.
might be willing to help, but if somebody has something that they'd like to have you evaluate, if you would be interested in it, who would they contact?
They would contact Tina.
Tina?
And then she will get in contact with someone. But I did talk to the fairgrounds about the farm.
I would
And we did-
suggest that you contact Dick Kreider,
Kreider.
because he's.
I have that name also. And we do have quite, not a lot of farming things that we have in storage at the society. But that type of thing, plus our blacksmithing and, because the barn will be 73 by 38, so it's a nice size barn that we don't have to, the upstairs will not be heated or electrified. The downstairs, of course, and as I said, we have to make them higher. The walls, it will be practical downstairs with the meeting room, with an office space, with a small kitchen, also with a room where we can sell tickets for the boat rides. So that the ladies don't be inside, everything will be closed in there.
Past 2 years, we've had a architect, landscaper do a master plan for us, and they've actually cited the barn where they feel would be the most useful and also historically significant, so that when people are riding in the boats, they will see this barn.
Mhm.
She felt the parking lot was sort of a modern intrusion. And so her other suggestion was to have a plaza around the barn where people could sit out at tables and have quite a nice size exhibit area of how a lock operates, so that people would understand. We say lock and they really, can't understand unless they've actually been to a canal what the function is. So there'll be a lot of interpretation that'll be useful educationally.
And why SM did present their master plan in here.
Yes.
So.